in today's video we're gonna do this e-girl pink makeup look, and yeah, we're a little rough with the eyeliner stamps that we had an issue with, but you know, we persevered and got through it. But yours will look much better without my little smudges in there. I'm sorry about that, but otherwise it went super well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So to get started, I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna be using this old Cover FX mattifying primer, and it's a little green. And you really want to like shake this well because it like oozes a lot of liquid. It's not my favorite, but it does the job. It's not bad. I'm just gonna take like that much, and then I'm gonna mix it with this Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Base. I'm gonna put this a little bit on top. I'm also just kind of giving myself a little lymphatic massage, just because I feel like my cheeks look kind of puffy. And usually I would use a roller, but I just don't have one near me, so yeah. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. It's about a half a pump. Put it right on my big pores. So now I'm going to mix these two foundations. I'm going to mix the Born This Way Too Faced foundation in the shade Swan, and then the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, the dewy one, because I didn't know there's two. I have the matte one and the dewy one, and I was just using them interchangeably. Like, I didn't really notice the difference between them. And then this is in shade Nude Ivory. So now I'm going to try this new concealer. I've heard it's really good. It's the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, Hydrating Camo Concealer. I just got the lightest shade. It looks kind of dark on my hand, but it looks okay right here. Just apply like this. And I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry while I get out some of their products. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this out. I couldn't find Fussy for a minute because it was being fussy and I had already gotten it out. So annoying. Okay, I really like this concealer. It looks fucking amazing. e.l.f. like really slays. And it's so affordable. I think this was like $9, which is not bad for what it is. So now I'm gonna put on some cream contour and blush. This is the She Glam contour in Soft Tan. And I like this because it's pretty like pale, and I love like cool tone contours. But I am gonna go over this with powder because I feel like it comes off too easy. But it's just a good starter. And then I'm using the She Glam blush in the shade Pink Slip. This is just a light pink blush. I'm turning the sponge and using a clean side to blend out the blush a little bit. You don't want to blend all this out too much because then it'll just disappear, especially with powder on top. And then we're gonna powder. And this is my favorite powder. It's the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Easy Bake Powder. Very well loved. And this powder just really makes your makeup not cakey. And I really appreciate that about like powders from Sephora in general. So now I'm gonna take my Smashbox contour powder set, and this is super old. I don't know if they sell this anymore. but I like the shade, the cool tone shade. And I'm just gonna dab it into my cheek. I go pretty heavy with the contour, and I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on today, and I go pretty light with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply my favorite blush. This is the Too Faced blush in Candy Clouds, and it's just this light pink shade, and I really like the tone of it because it's cool tone. And now I'm gonna go in heavier right on around my nose, like across my nose around here, just with heavier pressure. Now I'm gonna go around my eye right here, this outer part, and I'm just gonna like puff it out in little circles. Ah, I forgot. We're gonna do nose contour. Can't do an earroll look without nose contour, honestly. I'm gonna take this small Real Techniques contour brush. I'm gonna go back into that cool tone, and we're gonna do some a nose job. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush in that blush that I like, and I'm gonna tap it, and I'm gonna go into the crease. Okay, now we got this situation going on. Let's go back in with highlighter because I forgot to do that. And I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop highlighter in Flexitarian. It's my all-time favorite. This is just a real nice like white highlight, and it looks really good on my skin. So I'm applying that little exclamation point, blending down lightly. Cupid's bow. Actually, we're gonna cover up the Cupid's bow, so that doesn't matter. Normally I would do that though. Cheekbones. And actually, I'm just gonna add just like a light layer of this other highlighter. Just a little bit, because I would apply this one first. This is in Spellbound by ColourPop. I'm just gonna dab my finger in like this, and then lightly go over that to go with this pink theme we've got going. This is more violet, but I don't have a pink highlight at the moment. I would use Monster by ColourPop, because that one is the pink one that I've got my eye on, and that might be a little better. I'm gonna take this microfiber brush. See how it's kind of got this end that's like pretty fluffy and thin, and I'm just gonna lightly mix this all together right here. Try not to blend it out too much. Just in circles, going up and up straightly. Before I move on to liner, I'm gonna take this NYX Mad for Matte Nude Mood Palette, my favorite palette. I'm gonna take this light pink shade right here. I'm just gonna use my finger. You can use a brush, but I just feel like using my finger right now. And I'm just gonna put this on my lid. We're gonna take the highlighter and put it on the inner corner. I'm being super forgetful today. I guess I'm a little nervous for the video. Forgive me. Okay, so now I'm gonna do eyeliner. I'm gonna use the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Liner, as well as the Flower Nose Liner right here. And we're gonna start with just a regular wing on the top. We're gonna make it big. And I'm starting with the Epic Wear Liner just because it draws a fatter wing. I jacked this a little too much into the crease, so I got this line right here, but and right here, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Just try and not draw it so fat like mine. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So I'm gonna clean up the wing's edges with the flower nose liner. Okay, now we're gonna use the flower nose liner and do bottom wing liner. So this is like honestly really hard. I mess up so many times doing this, and it's so hard to get both sides even. So I'm just gonna talk to you as I go, and we'll do our best, okay? So I'm gonna start with the outer edge, and what I'm gonna do is right where my eyeball like ends right here, I'm gonna take it from there and draw a slant. And then I'm just coming back up with like a mini triangle. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the center of my eye where my pupil is. I'm gonna draw a line from there that slants. And then I just drew a line right here connecting those two liners. And I'm making sure this isn't in my waterline because I put white liner there. Okay, so I'm gonna take one more at the edge of my eyeball where the color is. On the other side. Okay, so this is what I got going on this eye. I'm not super happy with it, but I'm also not super mad. I wish this one was like a little shorter, but I really don't want to go back in and fix it. So I might just make these a little longer. Let's do that. I think it looks okay. I'm gonna try and replicate on the other side. If not, fuck this video. So I went ahead and I just applied mascara with the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. And it's just a mini I have. It's a little dirty, but yeah. And this one really separates the lashes pretty well. It hurts a little bit, so I wouldn't buy a full size. But, you know, if you're looking for separation, it kind of gets the job done. So now I'm going to apply the Demi Wispies. Okay, so these are the lashes fully applied. So now we're gonna move on to lips, and then we'll be almost done. So I'm gonna take this ColourPop lip liner in Lumiere. It's this like mauve-y pink color. I'm just gonna line the lips, and we're gonna overline on just the top. So I have this Cupid's bow going on, and we're just gonna make it curved. I'm just gonna slightly overline just on the bottom right here. I'm contouring the lips by going right down the center. I'm just gonna tap this out with my finger because I like a blurred look. If you ever overline a little too much, just like swipe down with your finger. So I'm gonna apply 2 lip glosses on top. I'm gonna apply Fussy by Rihanna and the Flower Nose Berry Balm on top of that, because this one has really fine glitters in it and I really like the way that looks. So now I just put a bald cap on and I put on my choker because I thought I was done, but we gotta do brows and freckles and then we'll be done, okay? So just a few more steps and then we'll be done. So I'm just gonna do my brows how I normally do them, which is just filling them in, drawing them a little bit. Just gonna brush them up. I'm using this Benefit Brow pencil in number 3. I ended up making my tail kind of go away, so I'm just gonna go back over it. So now for the freckles, I'm gonna use that same pencil, and we're just gonna make little dots. I'm gonna take this Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm just gonna brush out my brows a little so they stay in place. This stuff is like glue. It works super well. Actually, make sure your brow is kind of hard, which I don't like, but it comes off with the makeup wipe, so it's whatever. And it stays in place. I can't complain too much. I got this Milk heart stamp. You can use any heart stamp, or you could just draw it with eyeliner. But I'm really bad at that, so we're gonna try and use this stamp and hope it doesn't ruin my makeup. So I'm just practicing on my hand so I get a feel for how it stamps down. Okay, and then we're gonna go onto the cheek. I'm gonna go right here on the side of my face. Oh fuck. Okay, we'll fix it. Why'd it leave that circle, man? Oh my god, it left the circle. So that was a total fail. Never using that thing again. Okay, we're just gonna use eyeliner. We're gonna use the Flower Nose pencil, and I'm gonna use that as the basis. So I'm gonna draw an upside down triangle. And draw a heart. Alright, so I kind of messed up with this heart at the end, but I thought it was like pretty essential to try. I was really hoping that stamp would work, but unfortunately this is actually much easier too than worrying about that stamp going on right. So next time I will do this. I haven't done this in a long time, so I thought I used the stamp, but I just couldn't remember. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and like how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it, except for the little area around the hearts, because that stamp, man, that thing is really sticking there, you know. It's not playing. It's not playing around. It stays. So that was a little hard to get off with the makeup wipe, but you know, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the look actually now. And this was pretty hard to do, so I hope you enjoyed it, and give a like below, maybe comment something, tell me how your day was, just whatever is going on. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I love you so much. Bye!